guys, Beth Brutality here, and today we are back with a review. Today's review has been in the making for like 6 months because I'm a crazy person and have to like super thoroughly test everything. So today's item are these beautiful guys right here on my head. I'm sure that was a super cute face for me, but these are a pair of the Eddie Bauer Jr. Sikk Shades. Now, you may have already heard of these. I've seen them on YouTube a couple of times, but needless to say, I am pretty freaking excited about them. For starters, they are absolutely the just favorite pair of sunglasses I've ever owned. I'm really weird about sunglasses. I always kind of feel like I lose my depth perception anytime I wear any sort of glasses, whether that be sunglasses or like glasses. So I tend to avoid wearing them, which is kind of a problem because when it's sunny, I'm squinting, I'm giving myself wrinkles, and I'm not protecting the delicate area around my eyes. Now, I'm sure most people are like, I like sunglasses because I go outside and I'm athletic and things like that, and these are fantastic for that. But I'm coming to you from a beauty guru standpoint and why I love these glasses. So let's get a little more in depth on what I've discovered during my testing process. So really quick, the main things that the brand themselves claim, I made a short little list here so that it wouldn't be all super long and drawn out. But their big thing is they have flash electric technology. Now what this means is they do not UV polarize their lenses, yet they are still protective against UV rays. So for me, polarized lenses are why I think I hate sunglasses, because I think that's part of the reason why I always feel super dizzy when I put on glasses. So with these, I have never had that problem or that like weird sensation where I lose like my depth perception and kind of feel off kilter. I don't know, but I'm assuming that is because most sunglasses are polarized and that's what kind of creates the weird vision effect for me. I don't know that for a fact, but I know that it doesn't happen with these, and these aren't polarized, so I'm excited about that. The flash electric technology, I don't really know the specifics because I'm not a scientist. You know, I'm not going to pretend like I am, but I do know I don't feel like I have any harsh glare, anything like that. My eyes are not irritated when I wear them, and I have not noticed any sort of like burns or anything like that around the eyes when I've been out in the sun. So I am trusting these to actually be protecting me from UV rays. Another big thing about the glasses is that they're kind of weighted and balanced. Now, usually when you hear someone say that sunglasses are weighted, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to wear that. But what I like about that is they don't feel cheap, like they don't feel like they're gonna break because it's a weighted plastic. However, it's very, very balanced. It sits really, really nicely on your head or, you know, your actual eyeballs when you're wearing them. And they never feel heavy. So they still feel very, very lightweight without feeling like cheap and flimsy. So I love that about them. And with the weight, they also have a really nice like cushion nose rest. Let me show you guys if you can see it. It probably has makeup on it. So that is the nose rest, and it's like cushioned with a hypoallergenic foam. It's made to be non-slick, and I've noticed it doesn't fall off of my face if I look down, like if I'm walking the dog and I have to like look down at him or something. I never have them like slide off of my face or anything like that. So I do really, really like the overall weight and balance and the way they sit and stay on my face too. They are actually made in Italy. Italy is kind of known for their expensive sunglasses, so the quality is definitely there. They're not just cheaply produced in China or something like that. It definitely shows that they're a high quality sunglass. So they have two different programs in effect for warranty type situations. They of course have a lifetime warranty against any sort of defect, which is important if you're paying, you know, over $100 for a pair of sunglasses. You want to know that if something is screwed up with the sunglasses themselves, they'll be fixed. So that does exist. They have a lifetime warranty, but the other really cool program they do is the crash dummy replacement plan. So for $60, you can replace a pair that gets destroyed versus having to buy a new pair for full price, because they're made for athletes. So they're expecting a few people to maybe drop them off of a BMX bike and run them over, things like that. You know, I don't need to get into specifics. You do like a freaking flip on your skateboard and face plant and break your sunglasses. They have that really cool warranty program in effect because they know athletes are using these sunglasses. This is today's caffeine of choice for those of you who like to follow all of my crazy caffeine adventures. And I post that a lot more on Instagram than I do in videos though. So as far as actual wear tests and things like that, I have had these since November. I want to say November, and I got them when I was still living in Texas. So that's relevant because that means I've lived in two very, very different UV index climates, as well as just very different climates overall. So it was winter when I had them in Texas, but the UV index does not change. So it was still very, very high UV index. You still have to wear your sunscreen year round, period, but especially in Texas. And I noticed with these, walking to and from work, I just did not squint. I didn't feel the dizzy effect that I get when I walk in regular sunglasses. So overall, I was very, very happy with my limited time with them in Texas. Then I actually wore them the entire ride to Ohio. I was a passenger, I did not drive, but we drove 1,000 miles over the course of 2 days, and it was fantastic to have sunglasses that kept my eyes from burning like fire. And I'll actually put in a picture of me all gross on that road trip in my sunglasses right here. I wore them for those 2 days, and that I feel like was very, very important because I was watching road signs, directions, things like that, and I didn't have any problems the whole time with like not being able to see, which is a big deal. It also made it to where the 2 days were very bearable. I wasn't getting to that point where I was like, I just want to close my eyes and go to sleep. So I was super excited about that. It really made the move a lot easier. And then moving into the holidays here in Ohio, I didn't need sunglasses as much because it's cold and miserable here. I did use them a few times on some of the brighter days where there was a bit of a snow glare going on, and it helped immensely with that. But overall, I didn't need them a ton over the winter, mostly because when it's cold in Ohio, you just don't leave the house. And this is the difference between me and an athlete. I might go to the gym, but I'm sure as hell not out snowboarding. So continuing on with the road test, I've now had them through all of spring and now into early summer here in Ohio. And it has been surprisingly hot here in Ohio. We're getting well over the 90s here, which I know people who live in southern climates are laughing at me. I was one of those people. I know it's hilarious when someone's like, oh my God, it's 90. You're like, oh my God, it's triple digits. Shut up. But it did get very warm here very recently, and so when I'm out with the dog, I absolutely have these on. I had them on all spring, and I've also been keeping them in the car so that I cannot forget them, because every time I go outside and it's bright, I reach for these now, which is huge because, like I said, I've always had huge issues with wearing sunglasses and getting dizzy, so I always just avoided it. So I really wish that I had found these sunglasses when I first moved to Texas, because I have a lot of sun damage from those early years in Texas. Well, I was there for 2 years. I make it sound like I lived there for like 20 years or something, but during that first year and a half and into that second year, I really did a lot of damage around my eyes, and it shows. If I like smile, you can see I have a lot more lines and stuff, and I really wish that I had had these, because then I wouldn't have been squinting, and more importantly, my eyes would have been shielded and I would have not gotten so much sun damage. So that is kind of the beauty guru angle of that, where, you know, I'm sure they're fantastic for athletes and sports and stuff, but they're more important for people like me who want to protect their eyeballs from getting wrinkly. So overall, I am gonna give this 2 thumbs up. If you too long didn't read, thumbs up. Absolutely love these. I love them so much, in fact, that I am super excited to announce that they actually sent me a second pair to use as a giveaway. So for starters, can we just say the customer service and everyone I've worked with has been amazing, because they've been super patient with letting me test these out the way I wanted to. Because again, I did it in a very different standpoint. I wasn't coming from an athletic standpoint or anything like that. I'm coming from a everyday beauty guru, protecting my eyes, seeing the difference, things like that standpoint. So it's not like I can just wear it out for a week and be like, oh, it's fine, it's great. Like, I'm very annoyingly thorough in my testing. So I was really happy that they like respected me and let me test them the way I want to. And we're super patient with the fact that now you guys can win a pair. So your pair is actually going to look a little different than mine. My thing too is I have the hard case to keep them safe. And I keep it, oh, my battery's gonna die. Hold that thought. Okay, crisis averted, batteries are replaced. So my pair that I have, I also have a hard case to keep them safe, and that's why I feel super comfortable storing these like in the glove box, because I'm not worried about them breaking. And then I have the cute little bag that they came in to keep them from getting scratched. Usually if I'm worried about it, I will put them in the bag and then into here. But this little bag is super duper handy. It's molded, but it's not hard. And it has a little carabiner so that I can attach it like to the side of my bag and find it quickly, which is important when the sun is glaring in your eyeballs. So the pair that I have for you guys, I have kept stored away in a drawer this whole time, being super certain that they made the move completely intact. So your pair looks a little different than mine, and I'm jealous because I want both pairs. Take these bad boys out of the bag. These have not been worn. Oh snap. So I really had a hard time just deciding which pair were for me and which pair were for you, because holy crap, I love these, but I ended up going with these, and I like these a lot too, and I really like both pairs. The main reason, the only reason that you guys are getting this pair and not this pair is because my boyfriend has a pair of Ray-Bans that look a lot like this, and I didn't want us to look too twinsy. I know some people think that's super cute, and there are certain things I love being super twinsy about, but I didn't want it to be my sunglasses. So these are the ones you are going to win. I haven't entirely decided how we're going to do the entries. There will definitely be a Rafflecopter, so the link will be in the down bar below for the Rafflecopter. You absolutely will have to follow the Sikk Shades Instagram and their Facebook page and things like that. And then for me, I don't know what else I'm going to offer, but it will be mandatory to, of course, be my subscriber. As always, I like to do these giveaways specifically for my subscribers. If you want to win your own pair of Sikk Shades, and you should want to win them because I'm absolutely smitten with them, and I'm not a fancy athlete, I'm an everyday girl, then check all the information in the down bar below, enter to win, and I cannot wait to send these off to somebody so they can finally go home and stop hiding in a drawer. Hopefully this was helpful to anybody who is looking for sunglasses or has heard of the Sikk Shades and was looking for a review. Like I said, I try to be super thorough, but if you have any questions, please ask them in the down bar below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.